Welcome to Web Development and Technologies 2. Today, we are going to discuss PHP, how to run PHP using XAMPP, and include basic application programs. Let us begin with an overview of PHP. PHP is an open-source, general-purpose server-side scripting language widely used for website development. It was developed by Rasmus Lerdorf in 1994. PHP is a recursive acronym for PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor. In PHP, statements end with a semicolon, winky face. PHP is the world's most popular server-side programming language. Its latest version, PHP 8.4.3, was released on January 16, 2025. PHP is a cross-platform language capable of running on all major operating systems and works with most web server programs such as Apache, IIS, LightTPD, and Jinx. PHP is a server-side scripting language designed primarily for web development, but it is also used as a general-purpose programming language. It originally stood for Personal Home Page, but now it officially means PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor, which is a recursive acronym. PHP is an interpreted, server-side scripting language. It is commonly embedded into HTML to add dynamic behavior to web pages. PHP runs on the server, and the output, usually in the form of HTML, is sent to the browser. Its syntax is similar to C, Java, and Perl, making it relatively easy to learn. PHP also integrates well with databases such as MySQL, MariaDB, and PostgreSQL. The interpreter of PHP, which is the software that reads and executes PHP code, is mainly the Zend engine. The Zend engine is the core component of PHP and is built into the official PHP distribution. When you install PHP on a server, such as Apache with mod_PHP, Jinx with PHP-FPM, or in CLI mode, the Zend engine runs in the background as part of the PHP runtime environment. XAMPP and WAMP are all-in-one packages that include Apache, PHP, and MySQL, making them convenient for easy development. XAMPP is a bundled software package that makes it easy to run PHP on your computer without manually installing each component. It is cross-platform, meaning it works on Windows, Linux, and Mac. XAMPP stands for X, cross-platform, A, Apache, which is a web server, M, MySQL or MariaDB, which are database servers, P, PHP, a scripting language, and P, Perl, an optional scripting language. It also comes with additional tools such as PHPMyAdmin and FileZilla. The Zend engine, which is the PHP interpreter, reads and executes PHP code. It converts PHP scripts into opcodes and runs them. The Zend engine works only with PHP files and does not handle browser requests directly. Apache, which is a web server, listens for HTTP requests from browsers, such as when you type a URL. It sends back HTTP responses, including HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and images. Apache can serve static files like HTML pages, images, and PDFs. It can also be configured to send PHP files to the PHP interpreter, Zend engine, before returning the processed output to the browser. Download XAMPP using your web browser. After that, test it by opening the XAMPP control panel. Check if Apache turns green after clicking Start. This means it is working properly. To test further, open your web browser and type localhost. Then you should see the XAMPP landing page. Please refer to my example video demonstration. Next, let us proceed to PHP operators. The first type is arithmetic operators. The following are the arithmetic operators: the addition operator, which adds two operands, the subtraction operator, which subtracts the second operand from the first, the multiplication operator, which multiplies both operands, and the division operator, which divides the numerator by the denominator. There is also the modulus operator, which returns the remainder after integer division. Additionally, the increment operator increases an integer value by 1, while the decrement operator decreases an integer value by 1. Next are the comparison or conditional operators, such as equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, and less than or equal to. The equality operator checks if the values of two operands are equal. If they are, the condition becomes true. The not equal operator checks if the values of two operands are not equal. If they are different, the condition becomes true. The greater than operator checks if the value of the left operand is greater than the value of the right operand. The less than operator checks if the value of the left operand is less than the value of the right operand. The greater than or equal to operator checks if the left operand is greater than or equal to the right operand. Lastly, the less than or equal to operator checks if the left operand is less than or equal to the right operand. Next are the logical operators. The AND operator is called the logical AND operator. It returns true if both operands are true. The OR operator is called the logical OR operator. It returns true if at least one of the operands is true. The 2 ampersand operator is also a logical AND operator, which returns true if both the left and right operands are true. The OR operator is a logical OR operator, which returns true if at least one of the operands is true. Lastly, the NOT operator is called the logical NOT operator. It is used to reverse the logical state of its operand. If a condition is true, the logical NOT operator will make it false. Lastly, we have the assignment operators. The simple assignment operator assigns the value of the right-hand operand to the left-hand operand. The addition assignment operator adds the right-hand operand to the left-hand operand and assigns the result to the left-hand operand. The subtraction assignment operator subtracts the right-hand operand from the left-hand operand and assigns the result to the left-hand operand. The multiplication assignment operator multiplies the left-hand operand by the right-hand operand and assigns the result to the left-hand operand. The division assignment operator divides the left-hand operand by the right-hand operand and assigns the result to the left-hand operand. Finally, the modulus assignment operator calculates the modulus of the left-hand operand by the right-hand operand and assigns the result to the left-hand operand. Let us proceed to our next topic, PHP data types. In PHP, variables can hold different types of data, and PHP automatically converts the type when needed. This is called dynamic typing. You do not need to declare the type of a variable. A string is a sequence of characters or text. An integer represents whole numbers, which can be positive, negative, or 0. A float, or double, represents decimal numbers. A Boolean can have only 2 values, true or false. An array can hold multiple values in a single variable. An object is an instance of a class, used in object-oriented programming in PHP. A variable with no value is assigned the type null. In summary, the main PHP data types are string for text, integer for whole numbers, float for decimal numbers, Boolean for true or false values, array for storing multiple values, object for instances of classes, and null for empty or no value. The next lesson is about PHP variables and syntax. PHP code must be placed between the opening and closing PHP tags. Anything outside these tags is treated as HTML. PHP also supports comments, which are used to add notes, explanations, or to temporarily disable code in your script without affecting how the program runs. The echo statement is used to display output in PHP. Every PHP statement must end with a semicolon. In PHP, a variable is declared by assigning a value using the dollar symbol followed by the variable name. To combine or concatenate strings in PHP, we use the dot operator. The rules for PHP variables are as follows. A variable must start with the dollar symbol followed by its name. For example, $name equals Reno. The variable name must begin with a letter or an underscore symbol, as in $_name. Variable names can contain letters, numbers, and underscores. Additionally, variable names are case-sensitive, which means $name equals Alice and $name equals Bob are treated as 2 different variables. In PHP, variables can have different scopes. A local variable is declared inside a function and is accessible only within that function. A global variable is declared outside any function and is accessible only outside functions unless it is explicitly declared as global inside a function. A static variable keeps its value between function calls, even after the function has finished executing. I will show a basic example of PHP code. You can use any text editor, such as Notepad++. The root directory for PHP files is located at c:\xampp_htdocs/folder_name/file_name. You need to create a folder first and save all your activities inside that folder. Please observe and perform these exercises so that you can follow along. Make sure that you have already installed XAMPP on your computer. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope that you followed along and learned an overview of PHP using XAMPP. Thank you, and have a nice day.